Welcome to Hammertime TV. I'm your host, Domenic Cortese. Each week we introduce you to some of the area's most respected home improvement contractors and provide tips and techniques on do-it-yourself projects that we rate on what we call a Hammertime TV difficulty scale. 1 being the easiest and 5, well, somewhat more difficult. And perhaps calling in the pros might be the best solution. Now, if you're one of those do-it-yourself folks that doesn't mind getting your hands dirty, well, you can find many of these DIYs on our website, hammertimetv.com. Check it out. Now, on the other hand, if you want to stick strictly to hiring the pros and let them get their hands dirty, well, then you've come to the right place. Hey, for a moment, let me give you a few tips that Angie and I kind of agree on. You know Angie, she's the one with the list. Now, these tips are key to working with your contractor once you've hired them. Now, first of all, be clear about what you want and don't be afraid to speak up. There's nothing worse than a homeowner who's indecisive. Secondly, be available for the estimate. Yeah, don't do that make an appointment and don't show up thing. Contractors don't like that. Thirdly, inform rejected contractors about your decision. Oh my God, what could be worse than that? Calling a homeowner and saying, are you gonna hire us? Are you gonna hire us? And when they don't call you back, kind of gives them the message, but still very frustrating. Next on the list, make your payments on time. Yeah, contractors really rely on their cash flow. That's the only way they can sustain their businesses. And lastly, have some trust in your contractor. If you put the research in and you hired the right guy and you're comfortable with what they're doing, let them do their thing. And there you have it, Angie and Dom's tips for the day. Well, we've got a great show coming up for you. A little later on, I'm with Dan Reiniger from Lakeshore Savings Bank. We'll talk about what putting people first really means for you and the dreams you have for your family and home. The guys from Ava Roofing demonstrate some quick and easy steps for replacing damaged shingles on your roof. Then, a worn-out sink and vanity in the bathroom can be somewhat of an eyesore. Isn't that right, Nick?
That's true, but it doesn't have to be one for long. You'll be glad to know that replacing a vanity is easier than you might think. That's coming up right after we hear from you in our Viewer Mail segment.
Well, let's get it going then.
Viewer Mail is brought to you by MP Carroll Hardwood, your wood floor pros since 1985.
Well, it's my favorite time of the show, and that's where I get to solve your home improvement dilemmas right here on Hammertime TV. And our first is a Facebook question. Kim is writing to us from Florida. Kim says, hi Domenic, I grew up in Buffalo, but I have since moved to Florida, and I get to watch your shows on YouTube, which, by the way, all of our shows are stored there. Check us out at our YouTube channel, Hammertime TV. She writes, it seems that every 10 years or so, I'm buying a new washer or dryer. I don't know, that seems kind of excessive. What say you? Well, you know what? Part of it is planned obsolescence. A lot of our appliances are actually designed not to last much past 10 years, but you can extend the life of your washer by properly maintaining it. Start by regular checks of your hoses. Make sure those connections are sound and maybe replace those if you see anywhere. But also, it's how you use the washer. You want to make sure you balance that load. A large blanket, maybe take that to the laundromat, huh? Now, dryers are a different matter. Of course, we want to also make sure that we don't abuse it. But we also have another whole safety component to talk about with dryers, and that is especially if the dryer is a gas dryer. We could have the risk of carbon monoxide contamination from a gas dryer, so be sure to keep that lint line clear. Also, keep it as short as possible. That'll certainly keep you safe and keep that dryer working properly. Our next question is an email question. Frankie from Clarence is writing, and he says, I'm getting ready to do some touch-up work around my windows and also my deck outside, and I'm wondering if it's too early in the year. The temperature range at this time of year, between 50 and 85 degrees, would be a comfortable time of year to be doing any kind of exterior painting. And be aware of where the sun is during the day, Frankie, because that'll help you. I would suggest that you work on the shade sides and not on the sun sides. The sun could actually have an impact on how that paint binds to the surface. Our next question is from north of the border, all the way from Toronto.
Hey Domenic, my wife and I bought our house a couple years ago. We started to notice some cracks in the doorways. There hasn't been any history of water damage or anything like that. Do you think we should be worried about this, and should we be reaching out to a structural engineer?
A home built in 1950 could possibly still be plaster. Not quite sure how it was in Canada at that time. we were kind of in a transition period in the United States between plaster and drywall in the 50s and 60s. So let's assume for a moment that it is plaster. A plaster repair is actually quite easy to do above a door. All you need to do is channel that crack out with a utility knife and use some Durabond in the base of that crack and then joint compound over. That should help prevent it from reoccurring. Now, if it is drywall, same real repair. It might mean a little bit more feathering out with the joint compound. It might involve a little bit more of a sanding job, but that should fix that crack above the door. Our last question for today is a video question. Let's check it out.
Hi, Dominic. I got a quick question for you. We're right in the middle of a bathroom remodel, and we need to make a quick decision. Should I go ceramic or porcelain? Can you give me the pros and cons?
Well, and it really doesn't matter whether it's ceramic or porcelain. There might be a price difference between the two. What's most important is where you're using that tile. Floor tiles should be only installed on floors, and wall tile only installed on walls. There definitely is going to be a price spread, but with your good taste, I'm sure you'll pick the right look. Hey, when we come back, my son Nick is going to show us the proper installation of a bathroom vanity. You're watching Hammertime TV right here on Channel 2.
The wood floor leader for Buffalo business, MP Carroll. Top quality hardwood, expert installation, and customer service that will knock you out. MP Carroll, the trusted hardwood pros for Buffalo business.
Specializing in professional carpet and upholstery cleaning, Seifert Cleaning is the name customers trust. Whether it's steam or deep cleaning, stain removal, or even fire and water damage restoration, Seifert Cleaning has the solution to make your home look new. Call today and get 3 rooms cleaned for just $99, or 1 piece of furniture cleaned at regular price with half off the second. Seifert Cleaning Company. The clean you expect, the service you deserve.
Quality work is what makes Salino Plumbing and HVAC your #1 choice, but it's also about
our same-day service.
Fully stocked trucks, ready to go, keeping you informed every step of the way.
And it's about the booties.
And drop cloths too.
knowledgeable, friendly, and neat makes Salino Western New York's plumbing and HVAC experts.
Call 6-8-FLUSH, Salino, 6-8-FLUSH.
Customers choose Lakeshore Savings not only because we're a local bank, they choose us because they know they can depend on us. Being headquartered right here in Western New York ensures that you'll receive quick answers to all your questions from people living right in your community. Lakeshore Savings has a history of strong support to local businesses. We're proud of the firms we've helped to develop and grow in Western New York. Let our commercial lenders partner with you to build your future. Banking with your best interest in mind. It's how we do business.
The wood floor leader for Buffalo business, MP Carroll. Top quality hardwood, expert installation, and customer service that will knock you out. MP Carroll, the trusted hardwood pros for Buffalo business.
This do-it-yourself tip is brought to you by Gorilla Garage Gear, authorized installers of Gorilla Flooring and Gorilla Garage Doors, and by Tim Martin, muralist and decorative painter. Transform the ordinary to the extraordinary.
Guys, we all have that ever-growing honey-do list of projects that our wife wants us to get done. Today, that project is replacing a vanity. So let's get to it. Before we remove the faucet and drain assembly, we shut off the water at the main. Then we disconnect the supply lines from the faucet and the shutoff valves. We then remove the faucet and drain assembly. We remove the old vanity top by scoring the old caulk and used a pry bar to remove the top from the vanity. We then detached the vanity from the wall by unscrewing the brackets and removed it completely. And cleaned up any water that may have leaked out of the supply lines during the faucet removal. Now that the hard part's out of the way, it's time for the new vanity. We gotta get some measurements to cut for the supply lines. Well, look at that, there is no base to this vanity, so there's nothing to measure. We got lucky there. We then prep the new vanity by installing all of the hardware and secured it to the wall. Now it's time to add the shutoff valves to the copper pipes. A lot of people will use copper that needs to be soldered on, but I choose to use shark bite fittings. The reason that I use shark bite fittings is because they're very easy to install. They fit right into the copper pipe with just a pressure fit. Then we added silicone caulk to each corner of the vanity to secure the vanity top. We installed the faucet and all of the drain components. We then finished up by installing all of the drawers and hardware. The last step is caulking around the top of the vanity. For a little bit cleaner look, I added a backsplash to the back of the vanity. Swapping out a vanity, I give this 2.5 on the Hammertime scale. Now that the vanity is done and the honey-do list is clear, it's nick time.
I'm a third-generation concrete contractor. Grandfather started the business 60 years ago. We have upwards of 100 years experience on our crew. We install stamped concrete, exposed aggregate concrete, and standard broom finish concrete, comprising of patios, driveways, garage pads, in-ground pool surrounds, walkways, porches, and steps. Once you call in, you will then receive a time for an estimate with either myself or our salesman. And we'll come out, do the consultation. We'll then send you an email with not only an estimate, but a full rendering of the project. You then call us back, we take a deposit, sign a contract, and then we get you on the schedule. 7 a.m. we'll show up. We'll end up tearing out, whether it be concrete, earth, a deck. We'll get everything demoed and hauled away. We'll then start the setup process. Brace everything, set all our reinforcement in, build up a stone base. Generally 2 to 4 inches of stone. Make sure everything's stable and sound, make sure the ground's sound. We ensure we have proper pitch coming off the foundation wall. We'll then lay our wire mesh in, and then we'll start pouring. You will see our guys striking off or screening the concrete. That's to ensure that we're getting the proper pitch on the surface of the concrete to get all the water away. After that, you will then see us bull floating the concrete. That's going to consolidate the top surface, bring the cream up, get a solid close on the concrete, and then be able to finish and then ultimately stamp the concrete. Say we have steps, we isolate our steps. So we'll pour the steps first, then we'll pour the patio around that. Doing that, it ensures that the steps have their own foundation. Then the patio is poured around, the pad is allowed to float, not causing crack points either against the foundation or the steps. We will then go in and we'll cut our border joint in. We will edge the concrete. Once we see that glaze start to show up, we know it's time to stamp. We will then start to throw our antique release or our powder down. That offers 2 things. It allows us to pull the mats up and not stick to the surface to allow for a proper impression of the stamp pattern you choose. And it also adds an antique color in the highs and lows of the stamp pattern to give it that authentic look that you want. The following day, we'll have our detail crew come in, chalk our lines out, saw cut our control joints, and that's comprised of ACI standards and where we think the concrete's going to crack. You'll see that our guys actually chisel out those individual stones because that's ultimately what we want stamped concrete to look like, is individually laid stone. Once we do that, we clean all the property up, power wash everything, power wash the house. You know, we even Windex the windows. We will then custom color the border, custom color the inside of the patio. Then once that's dry, we'll seal. The best compliment you can give to a concrete contractor is to have them say, wow, that looks like stone, not stamped concrete. Paying attention to that type of detail, we get those compliments, we get that feedback, and that's what we want. If you're looking for concrete and you need help, call Real Help at 997-3058 or visit our website, realhelpconcrete.com.
Closed captioning is made possible by Ventura's CarStar Collision.
CarStar, relax. We'll take it from here.
After being involved in an accident, one of the first things you think about is getting your car repaired as quickly as possible.
But where do you go and who do you trust?
The only name to keep top of mind and stored in your phone is Ventura's CarStar Collision.
When it comes to customer service, quality, warranties, and peace of mind, we've got you covered.
Leave it to the pros at Ventura's CarStar Collision.
Relax. We'll take it from here.
Hi, Domenic Cortese here. For over 60 years, my family has helped build West New York with products and supplies from our friends at Scranton's Thruway Builders. I want to invite you to experience that same quality and service that we've come to expect. So, what are you waiting for? Stop on down and let Scranton's help turn your dreams into reality.
Water is essential to our everyday life, and a water filtration system from Salino can make it cleaner and better tasting. When it comes to whole house water filtration systems, you have options. We provide free water testing to determine the best treatment solution that will give you fresh, crisp, and clean water.
And you'll have peace of mind knowing that it's safe for your family. So call us today and let Salino Water Treatment provide a customized solution for you.
What we've been doing here for the last 40 years is simple. It's not easy, and it's not a secret. We just try to do the right thing.
And that's why every customer gets our 5-year total trust guarantee.
Total trust? We just gave it a name. It's something we've always done.
Making the customer happy in the end is what we strive for.
It's a simple secret to success. Do the right thing.
This portion of the program is brought to you by Key Video Productions, producing persuasive and compelling content to help grow your business.
Welcome back to the program, made possible by Key Video Productions and Cortese Construction Services. Now, if you've not had a chance to walk the aisles and check out the grounds of United Materials on Walden Avenue, where we produce our program each and every Sunday, you owe it to yourself to stop down and check out everything that this place has to offer. Also, just a reminder to visit our website, hammertimetv.com. And if you're in the market for a new roof, window, door, decorative concrete, bath enclosures, or you have plumbing or HVAC needs, or maybe you're looking to have that carpet cleaned, the Hammertime TV experts are here to help. Just fill in the search box with your home improvement need and we'll direct you to the business that are part of the Hammertime TV family. And be sure to follow us on Instagram and like us on Facebook. Keep submitting your home improvement questions and we'll do our best to answer them on the program. Well, coming up, I'm with Dan Reiniger, President and CEO of Lakeshore Savings Bank. We'll be talking about helping you achieve your financial goals. But right now, this past winter was brutal with both frigid temperatures and wind. Both of these factors may have impacted your roof. Maintaining a sound roof literally tops the list of crucial home repairs. Take it from my friends at Ava Roofing.
Today we'll show you how to replace the shingles on your home and how easy it is to do it. You'll need a hammer, flat bar, and you'll also need a knife. Us roofers prefer a hook blade. It's a one-time cut. If you get a straight blade, you might have a little hard time with it. If you're the kind of homeowner that wants to get your hands dirty and you like to do things yourself, you want to make sure that you match the shingle to your existing roof. Sometimes the box stores won't have the color and the style that you need, so you'll just need to order them. So first thing first, we have to loose the shingles above the damaged shingle in order to pull the bottom shingle out. After we loose the shingles up, we'll use a flat bar to pull the nails out. So once we pull out the nails from the 2 rows above, the first shingle is easy to come out, as we show here. That's a damaged shingle. After we pull the damaged shingle out, we'll replace it with the new one. What you want to do is put about 4 to 5 nails per shingle and keep them about 8 inches apart. after nailing the first shingle, we want to make sure we secure the other shingles back in place. We'll just grab our tools and we're done with the job. Replacing damaged shingle is really easy to do. If you're not comfortable doing it yourself, you can always give Ava a call.
This portion of the program is brought to you by Lakeshore Savings Bank, putting people first.
Well, welcome back to the program. Dan Reiniger is president and CEO of Lakeshore Savings Bank, which, by the way, is where we do all of our banking at Cortese. And over the years, Dan's become a friend. Now, Dan, thanks for taking the time for being here this morning.
Dominic, thank you. We really appreciate what you do for our community and also for our bank, and we're glad to participate in everything you do.
Well, that's nice of you to say that, Dan. You know, Western New Yorkers do have a choice when it comes to their bank, and what I see is Lakeshore Savings Bank setting themselves apart from other financial institutions.
Absolutely. We've been in our community for 126 years, serving Western New York exclusively, and we're really proud to be a member of our community. So we do everything in mind with the members of our community. So
that's great.
Our adage, local mission, is putting people first, and that's helping, energizing, respecting, and serving everybody that we can possibly help in our community. That's what it's all about. It's putting the customer first, and if it's not right for the customer, it's not right for our bank, and we want to make sure it's absolutely right for the customer in everything we do.
Now, I know in our business, for instance, every customer is different. Every project has its own unique little twists and characteristics. And at the end of the day, it really comes down to digging in and understanding what it's going to take to really achieve a person's individualized dream. Does this philosophy hold true when it comes to banking as well?
It sure does, and obviously we have the confines of regulatory environment that we have to deal with, but it's not one size fits all. We can design products that are appropriate for our customers. As an example, we have developed what we call the escrowed funds loan, or the future value loan, and it's a product that's really, really great for our customers that are buying a new home and they want to add on to it, and we can couple those two events together, and we have a loan that meets that financial needs of that product.
Unique product, very nice product.
And that works really well for our customers.
And not only is Lakeshore Savings committed to its customers, but also to the community as well. Why don't we talk for a minute about that community involvement?
You know, Lakeshore Savings Bank supports many organizations throughout Western New York, and our team members are very engaged in that support. One of our favorite organizations is an organization called Mikey's Way Foundation.
Familiar with it.
Very familiar with it, and Mikey's Way raises money so that they can buy devices of connectivity and then pass them out to children in hospital being treated for cancer. It's one of the most boring times is being treated for cancer, is that you watch literally the hands on the clock move, and these devices help children pass that time.
It brings a little ray of sunshine to a bleak time, and I had experienced that firsthand on a Mikey's Way day.
The families say, my word, my son has not, or my daughter has not been this way in months, and it's just really great to see them perk up, and it does help. That's part of the treatment process.
It's a great cause.
It is, yeah.
So Dan, if our viewers would like more information, what's the next step?
The next step would be to take a look at our website. It's lakeshoresavings.com. They can find all our branch locations there, and our convenient hours are located there as well. Or they can stop by any one of our branches in Chautauqua and Erie counties and visit any one of our capable sales team members there. Or they can call 716-366-4070. They will reach our call center, and we have qualified folks that are right here based in Western New York to meet their needs with respect to any inquiry they have about starting a banking relationship with Lakeshore Savings Bank.
That's great, Dan. Thanks for taking the time to be with us today. Really, Lakeshore does put people first.
Yeah,
great information. We'll be back right after this.
Back in 1964, my mom and dad started Twin City Glass in North Tonawanda. We offer shower doors and mirrors. We carry 3 different lines. We consider them to be the best available. Today's bathrooms are becoming so monumental. Everything's different. There's not one shower door fits all anymore. We pride ourselves on the custom end of our business, and we feel our products are also superior to what everyone else out there is using. If you're in the market for a new shower door, mirrors, upgrading your bathroom, call Twin City Glass, 716-694-3300, or visit our website at twincityglass.com.
I'm a 3rd-generation concrete contractor. Grandfather started the business 60 years ago. We have upwards of 100 years experience on our crew. We install stamped concrete, exposed aggregate concrete, and standard broom finish concrete, comprising of patios, driveways, garage pads, in-ground pool surrounds, walkways, porches, and steps. I've been big since day one on providing quality, efficient, and speedy service. If you're looking for concrete and you need help, call Real Help at 997-3058 or visit our website, realhelpconcrete.com.
Quality work is what makes Salino Plumbing and HVAC your #1 choice, but it's also about
fast professional service,
high efficiency equipment,
upfront pricing and 0% financing.
And it's about the booties.
and drop cloths too.
knowledgeable, friendly, and neat makes Salino Western New York's plumbing and HVAC experts.
Call 6H+, Salino, 6H+.
Joe Basil Chevrolet Commercial Trucks is Western New York's only Business Elite General Motors dealer.
Our dedicated commercial and fleet salespeople have over 75 years of combined experience, specializing in commercial vehicle sales and financing. Our service department and quick lube facilities are certified in both light and medium duty trucks.
Over 120 commercial vehicles available at Western New York's #1 commercial vehicle dealer, Joe Basil Chevrolet Commercial Trucks.
Well, that's our show for this morning. And as always, I encourage you to shop local, support our hard-working home improvement contractors that are part of this Hammertime TV family. Why don't you think about shopping at all the local stores and all the local contractors that we support here on Hammertime TV. I want to invite you to listen to my live call-in radio show every Saturday morning at 10 a.m. on WBEN. And so from the staff and crew at Key Video Productions and all of us at Hammertime TV, be safe out there, everyone.
TV doesn't have to be expensive to be memorable. It's all about finding that unique hook that will get your business noticed.
People are always surprised that they can be on TV so inexpensively. And then, after the spot is produced, we can help get it on any broadcast or cable station and even your website.
We have an entire team working behind the scenes to help your business stand out.
That kind of attention is priceless.
We call it concept to completion, and Key Video is ready to go to work for you.
In the world of hospitality, one man gets it done. He's the chairman. When it comes to meat, he only deals in the finest cuts. And that's no joke. Keeping it lean and mean. But whatever you do, don't violate his dress code.
It's called fine dining. Go ahead, be my guest. Let us do the rest.
A Russ Salvatore production.
If you've been in an accident, there's only one name to remember, Ventura's CarStar Collision. We're located at 5665 Lake Avenue in Orchard Park. Give us a call at 827-5826. Relax, we'll take it from here.